tree had some twigs growing out of his hair. But a very big boy, and lovely ruck work by him too. There it is, he's giving them the feed. Tommy's in again. Look at this, Tommy.
Oh, it's Nico once again, lining up 40 out into the breeze, and he's just sprayed it across the face. And ball still in play. Chance here for the Hawks. Blues must stand up here.
Their forward line presence to be admired.
Yeah, Nico's just running amok. Tommy Goodwin's a big presence, as we said at quarter time. Lovely kick coming out of defence by Odyssey.
Yeah.
Clearing the danger and out of bounds. That's the way to play this ground.
They've decided to kick the ball long and move the ball quick. They know that they can put the Hawks under pressure. I think Merv Kane might have said something to him out there.
Let's hope so. We want to see
he
a
had
close
a bad year, 1 year playing football. He had tinea all year.
Yes, terrible condition, that one.
Oh, get it at Richmond. And Ben Cousins retired.
Yes, yes, and we wish Ben all the best for his future, whichever path he decides to take.
I saw him play a couple of weeks ago against Melbourne. Gee, he played well. And he's going out on top.
He is, absolutely. He's going out on his terms.
Yes.
I think from all reports, the club were keen for him to continue,
yeah,
but I think he just came to the realisation that his body had had enough and he was comfortable with what he'd achieved in the game. And as we say, best of luck to a true champion of the modern era.
His father was a very good footballer for Geelong, you know, Brian Cousins. I think he might be a life member at Geelong, Brian. He's a very good footballer. Ben trained at Geelong. He was going under father's son. But, oh, look at this chain of hand passes. And big wheels. He just put the don't argue out.
Just put up the one jerk and said, out of my way. And the Hawks are away again here.
Tommy
as they go deep inside attacking 50. They've put one in front of Tommy Goodwin. Such is the dominance of his play today.
Oh, look, they feed out. They give the first. They give the first and a free kick.
Free kick here to the Hawks. And they'll have another shot on goal, 25 metres out on a 45-degree angle.
Now, this bloke, he's been playing for him for a long time. And he feels the cold. That's why he's wearing a T-shirt.
Looks like number 28, Bozo, I think it is, Crackers.
Bozo!
I think Bozo's lining up for his first goal of the day.
Hello, how are
you? Good.
Bozo comes in. Didn't make the distance from 25 out, and
he's kicking, letting down a bit. He's had OP most of the year, so I've heard.
So we look at the IWF Foundation scoreboard, and it's the Hawks 3-2-21, leading Odyssey 1 point. As we see a lovely long kick.
Oh, he dropped
back
a
for Odyssey.
Shouldn't have dropped that, Mark. Take number 17. He should be
today,
taken
which
the
was
ground.
called the bowling club side of Windy Hill.
Galbraith, I think it is. Steve Galbraith, yes. Once again, all the play on the far wing here today, and I think that'll be consistent.
I'm not afraid to name him, He's not having a go. Big wheels, good hands.
Very, very good.
He's taken a mark. I wasn't sure. It wasn't clean, though, but they paid.
Just playing with his own football at the moment, Big Wheels. They have, so it's certainly getting the Hawks in motion.
That's a lovely mark.
They lead 1 goal straight 6 with Odyssey yet to score.
That was Tommy Good when he got that goal.
Lovely unselfish play here by the Hawks. Deserve a goal, and I think they might get one. No touch play on, said the umpire. That was Nico setting that up. Snap on goal. Here's a chance deep in the forward pocket for the Hawks.
He looks like a relation.
Geez, they're making hard work of this. They've got numbers there. They just can't put it through.
A bit like goal today.
Well played, Odyssey.
They're going to be pushing over the other side.
They're outnumbered down there, but they're certainly giving their all.
And they had structure then when they kicked that goal.
Hawks still deep into attacking the forward pocket. Odyssey looking to clear the area.
I'm worried about these two sides. They're playing at such a pace. They just can't keep this going.
They're out on their legs, Crackers. We're 5 minutes into the second quarter.
We see a free kick going down there to the Odyssey.
And we've got a free kick here to Odyssey, and well played Odyssey, great defence. That was big Bryn Richardson down there, the general in the back line, and he's certainly playing like that today. They are. Just scored on points to Tommy at the moment, but Bryn trying to get into the game. Here's a chance for Odyssey. Can they get it past half forward? That's where they've been breaking down, but once again, the Hawks stand up strong and they repel the Blues attack.
The Victorian State Government, we thank and acknowledge their
ongoing
support
the ball off the
of
ground.
Reclink
There's a bit of soccer
and of
coming
course
in
the
there.
major community partner for
just
Reclink
no
football
continuity in the Blues
IAAF.
play yet, Crackers. They just can't get any consistency and run through the middle. Nico's just playing with his own football at the moment.
That's a great mark by Alberti, isn't it?
David Alberti, yes.
He's playing very well.
Caught his name a few times.
how to vote cards.
Big wheels down there. He'd like to go Goliath.
I think the clear message from the coach of Odyssey is to kick long and use the breeze where possible. Unfortunately, they just don't have a tall marking option at the moment. They're breaking down at centre half forward.
I think they're going to go half round. I think they're going to choke this game down.
Here's Big Wheels. Here's a chance. Could have cleaned him up and put him into next week, but he opted out.
The spirit of the game.
Spirit of Reclink, that's what it's all about. Put one down and pick him up. As we see a free kick in the 50 here once again for the Hawks. Doing all the attacking here in the first quarter, but not hitting the scoreboard. So Odyssey just hanging on, one would feel.
That ball is holding up.
Bryn Richardson.
Very good footballers.
Nearly took the mark once again.
Sacred Heart
holding up the defence for Odyssey.
Last week, and they go up against each other.
As we see number 24 for the Hawks.
For the IWF.
That was Andrew Lang. I think it was number 34, Andrew Lang, kicking it.
Kicked it out of bounds from the full draggy.
Do you know Brian?
They're just not getting used to these conditions deep into the 50. The Hawks, they're pushing it across and kicking it into that pocket where the Samsung signs are.
For their support of the day. Talk us through the developments of your time out there.
Always happy for more support for Reclink. So if Samsung want to jump on board and support Reclink like they do with Essendon, we'd be more than happy to have a conversation.
It's exceptional. And it's good that today,
as we see a shot on goal by the Hawks, and once again into that pocket and out of bounds on the full. A free kick to Odyssey, and it'll be Bryn Richardson.
Lovely mover.
Who's doing a mighty job down there.
He's tightened up. He was given the job. I think he would have been questioned at half time and said, here's your chance. Tommy doing this one. Nice mark in the back.
Beautiful kick once again from Odyssey. They're kicking along.
Reclink, of course, a fully inclusive program offering footy to men and women of all ages.
He might be finishing up here and then heading over to Sandown Hillside for the third race.
Young lady down there in the back line for the Odyssey.
I tell you what, they're beautiful sausages down there.
They are only the best. We thank the Essendon Footy Club for their support. They're actually getting behind the barbecue today and cooking.
Yes,
so we thank them for their support of the day.
We have 229s on the team sheet.
There's a bloke that trains in my group down at Holland Park, Xavier Campbell. He's here, he works for Essendon. Well, he doesn't really work, he's sort of
they are putting it in hard today.
in the office somewhere.
At least he's here, so we thank him for being here. Hopefully
I think
he
you
can give us something.
A very
hit the
good
nail right on the head
footballer.
earlier, Crackers, when you said it's going to be a low-scoring affair.
7.5 minutes in here to the second term, live on 97.7 3SER.
From Windy Hill on
And it's a
97.7
tough
3SER.
game of footy here. Reclink final day, game one.
The pressure's on now, and there's another bit of pressure too. How are you going to get that footy back?
I walked over it a while ago.
It's going to be hard.
Yes, unfortunately, we're not like the AFL. We don't just have the bag sitting behind the goals full of Sharon. So
it's the Hawks doing all the attack.
He's just seemed to be one of rocking himself.
He's going right across the
He's going
ground.
through, he knows where to go. He's out into the car park.
oh, look at the
Never here, kick long into the 50. Oh, lovely mark.
He's all over
there by Andy.
He's headed off.
That's Ray Salo, our
15 metres out.
scoreboard
He has
attendant.
not missed a
Oh,
training
that's a great
session
job.
all year.
He's doing
Ram was
everything.
saying,
He's doing
not
the work
all
of
year.
5 men over
This
there.
man has trained every game and
He's had
played
a
every
kick
game.
too.
No, he's done
So
well.
he'll line up for the second major
See,
for
the
the
Salvos
Hawks.
Hawks,
This
they
will be
even
a
did mark the
two-goal
ball
lead.
and they
Ice
thrown
water.
out of bounds.
In his veins.
Goes back.
Right.
Look at that.
So
No problems.
Going to be tough.
Second
now.
goal for the Salvo Hawks.
Odyssey
They
has
lead
to
it
get
2
back in.
goals
They've just
straight.
got to get a
Odyssey
score on the board,
yet to
Crackers.
score.
Apparently
I know it's only early days, but they just don't look like getting a major here. And
The alarm bells are ringing.
they are
Break it
ringing.
down to Collingwood and
Yeah,
take
yeah,
some of
yeah.
their
Look at
players
this, it's a
back
good
if we
move.
go, yes.
Oh no, cut off again by Nico, is it? Number 6.
Yeah, look, Nico, best on ground for mine so far.
I had a bit of a chat
lot
to
of
him before the
pressure on
game.
now. If you're up early,
He said,
ready
I
to
just
go.
freewheel a bit. I said,
Like
oh, you're
the
a zone. He
Salvo
said,
were-
I get the ball.
9 stats on the
Yes, they
IWF
just don't go
stat
away
sheet.
though. They tackle,
bad.
they harass.
And he's back
Very,
in
very
again.
good
Look,
side.
here
Yeah, he
he
is.
goes. Here he goes.
They do, absolutely.
Setting
That
up
big
He
wheel
does
is
move the
dominating
great
run.
jump.
attack after
His
a
second effort. Look, he's in there now.
and a free kick
He'd
for
like
the
a
Hawks
ferret.
here at 50, so an opportunity to put their fourth on the board.
Says my
That's
ball.
going
No, going the other way.
I think he
mistake.
was very unlucky. He didn't
Number
do an
4. He's a
AFL
big
grand
boy
final.
too.
He's
And that's
Two
Danny
umpires here
Grogan,
today,
big, strong
Tom Green
fella,
and Norm
capable of
Maguire.
playing it
No
both
relation
ends
to
of the
Eddie, I'm
ground,
told.
Danny.
Ooh,
You keep
free
at it,
kick. There
Danny.
could be 50. There
There
is.
he is.
We've seen a lot of
Discipline's a
throw-ins
great
on the
thing he's
far
done.
side here today. A lot of
What's he
stoppages,
doing?
and the
Yes,
Hawks are winning
he's a
those
strutter
stoppages.
too.
He's a chance
Got a
for
bit of a
Odyssey
fire
to
here,
go into
Danny,
their
in his
forward line
legs.
for the first time. Kicking
Another free kick to Odyssey, so they're just getting the rub of the grain here. One would feel momentum just starting to shift ever so slightly.
That was well played there.
Big talk,
by
a barrel.
Young Clinton.
Once
Oh,
again,
lovely
lovely mark.
Showing some
That's a
leadership.
pack mark,
Odyssey inside
contested
50 for
mark.
the
Just
first
went up
time.
there and said it's all
Can they
mine
make
and
something
took
of
the
this?
mark.
The Hawks
He's
back
sitting
on
down.
the
He's
line.
taking
I
his
know another
time
fella,
too.
that fella. but
IWF
they're
Foundation mark of the day, that one.
For the
Oh,
first
yes.
time, the Hawks, and they've come out of it.
Oh,
That's too
high, I thought.
The ball magnet
decision
just
by
got a
the
bit
umpire.
tighter than it. Here he goes. No, it's not Nick. I thought it was here.
Here's Wheels.
He doesn't muck around.
This is a man. He moves well.
He moves
in there. He's gone down to the back line.
There's Nico.
Front and centre. That's where you got to be.
Richardson. He's doing well. He is the general. That's a very
taking his time.
very accurate comment.
That ball is
that's a beautiful kick. 60 metres out, out.
They're finding their target. Here they come.
Goal by Tommy
Come on, Blues. This is your chance. Torpedo long into the forward line. Oh, that's a lovely mark.
It's one spare. Look at this. Number 19. It's up to you. I know.
Here's a chance. They're still in here. That was a lovely mark at 50, taken by Chris Straw, I think is how you pronounce it.
Yet to score.
And he's got it on quickly. And we've got a ball up just in front of, well, basically on the goal line here for Odyssey.
I'll tell you what, they defend grimly, though, the Hawkers.
Back in Wheels in here. No, he got it out. Lovely play by Chris once again.
Free kick. Free kick.
Right in front of goal here, and this is Odyssey's first real chance for a goal, and they really need this one, Crackers.
Well, they get this one. They'll build momentum. Lovely kick of the ball, this man, Chris.
Comes in, rolls back.
He loves it.
Not a problem.
No one's going to him. No one's going to him now. I thought that team would be all around him. They'd be over him like measles. But no, only one man. That shows that they're in there at the moment, honestly. A few of them are going to him now, which is good.
Can Odyssey get their first score on the board?
Looked like a bit like Akamanis at the finish of his career, no one to run to him.
Absolutely. Then we might leave that one alone. We'll leave that one for another day. You can take that up with Smokey on the next call. I think he's got something to say. Smokey will be here, yes. He'll be here to call games 2 and 3. And he'll also be emceeing the 2010 Peter Cullen Medal Night, which is Reclink's version of Brownlow Medal, to be held at Etihad Stadium.
Crackers, what's this?
Look at that. Their wheels again. They're going to answer.
12 minutes gone here in the first term, and Odyssey get their first goal on the board. They're 1 by 7.
I can answer that.
2 goals behind.
Tommy Goodman's going to answer.
Over the back, it's touched, is it?
No. 11.5 gone.
Oh, let's go do that.
It's a goal.
Your timekeeper too.
It's another one. So that's what the Blues didn't need. They get their first, and straight away the Hawks respond.
Tell you what, it was a big bit of play, big wheels out there. Said, I will get it out to you boys. They ran the ball down, and of course he was reliable. But number 11 got the ball down there too, and his left foot trusts his left foot. He's got a good leg, and that kick and that goal, that does set the pressure up. And it's against the trend to play too, because the Blues were back in this game. They'll have a fair bit of work to do at half-time. They're going well.
Big Andy Trottier and the Hawks are on again here. Let's have a look at the IWF Foundation scoreboard, and it's the Hawks 4-2-26, leading Odyssey 1-1-7. Deep into the second quarter here, live from Windy Hill.
Shane Tyson's the bloke that's come into it, number 11. He's working very, very hard.
They're just winning the ball out of the middle at the moment, that's the difference.
Crackers, when you think back, as you say,
gone.
Adelaide soon to retire.
And you know who it is?
But most
big Tommy
Goodwin. Tommy Goodwin, who is
does he put forward line pressure on you?
He's a one-man wrecking machine down there at the moment.
They've got to make a change.
Make a change early.
He's been lowered for a while.
Question without notice, Crackers. Who does he remind you of? Give us an analogy of a former AFL, VFL player with his size and presence.
Barry.
Big bad Barry.
Barry Hall.
Just breaking down across centre half forward at the moment, the Blues.
If you've got another one.
Scott Cummings came to mind, but probably a little bit unfair.
He's got it. Tommy might have been a better footballer.
He was a beautiful kick of the football, though, Scott Cummings.
Oh, he got it. He's fighting with Brian Taylor at the moment.
And well played there by David Alberti.
Give us a bit more on that. Do we want to go there?
Deep into the half-forward area for Odyssey, and the ball trickles out.
Do we see a minor score to the Hawks? Important they hang on here, the Blues. It's Big Brent Richardson to go long up the middle as we near half-time. 60 metres up the middle.
And big wheels almost marked it.
Odyssey, can they get a late one here? This would be what they need right on half-time. They go deep inside, attacking 50, down to Big Chris Strauch.
Get up and about early.
He's got one. He's full of confidence. He's almost gone through that
pressure and put the Blues
through that fence.
Because I don't know if there's anything in this, but
Strauch, just not sure on that pronunciation, but we'll go with Strauch.
The tracksuit on, taking photos on the boundary line.
So we've got under a minute to go here in the second quarter.
I think he should concentrate.
And Odyssey would be looking for one to go into half-time, just to keep them within touch here. Reclink final day, Game 1, the Reclink Cup, supported by the Victorian State Government. It's a free kick here, and here's a chance for Odyssey, and I reckon the siren's not too far away.
We're very
Daniel
deep into
Waters,
the first quarter here.
there it goes. A lot of pressure.
To get the ball,
but you can't kick them from that side, you can't kick them from this side.
This is a very big kick in the context of this game. We know it's going to be low scoring. They're 3 goals behind already.
Well contested game so far.
He came in and he didn't get the journey. And that's half time here. Reclink final day.
Where we see the Salvos
Reclink Grand Final Day, one here from Windy Hill, live on 97.7 3SER.
See what happens
as we go into half-time, it's 4-3-27 to the Salvo Hawks, leading Odyssey 1-1-7. And we'll be back in a few moments' time as we throw back to the studio.
They really have to have a go now.
I'll just check, Craggers, while we've got a bit of time, whether we're going to cross back to the studio. I think we might go back to the studio for a commercial break, and we'll be back here live from Windy Hill on 97.7 3SER with the second quarter of the Reclink Cup, proudly supported by the Victorian State Government.
Thank you, Craig. I can't hear you, so I'll just talk to you through. Actually, what I'll do. Just play about 3 or 4 outs and just do an announcement that we're crossing back.
Is that going out there, isn't it? When we talk, it goes out there.
Yep. I'll be on Facebook in about 1 minute too, after we get back on air.
Ankle, I'd say ankle.
Which one you want? That one. Was that going away? Oh.
And welcome back to Windy Hill here, where we see the Salvo Hawks with a 3-goal lead, 3-1-19 over the Odyssey Blues, one behind, heading into the second quarter. In tricky conditions out here at Windy Hill, but that's to be expected.
Just looking at Mervyn Kane going out there on the ground. Merv Kane was a person, he turned up from the bush. He went and trained at Melbourne. He was always a little bit slow now, Mervyn. A very good player, premiership player at Richmond, went over and coached for a while, and he spoke very nicely because it was a very uppity club as he's heading out over there. He's going to talk to the Odyssey House that they've separated. We've got some bad news in the Odyssey House. Fred, you've been down there, checking on it. Someone's injured?
Yes, I think we've got a first injury for today, Petra O'Brien. It looks to me like an ankle.
She went in there and turned it, and I saw it happen. And she got up and wanted to pick play. Went in there and courageous.
And so Mervyn Kane getting let out onto the ground by the founder and national development manager for Reclink, Peter Cullen, and none of us would be here today if it wasn't for Peter's vision 20 odd years ago in Fitzroy Street in St Kilda Crackers, where it all started with kick to kick with 5 people on a Sunday afternoon. So how far we've come.
We've been doing something else. Actually, I took training last Wednesday down at North Melbourne, and Peter trained. What a shocking footballer he is. He is terrible.
As you're right, Crackers, as a footballer, he makes a great national development manager.
The ball's getting bounced a bit tense. They'll be out there. They've had their address ready to go. Look at big wheels.
Underway in the second term here, the Reclink Cup supported by the Victorian State Government. Wheels just doing as he likes in the centre bounce there, a la Aaron Sanderlands. And the Hawks are under attack already in this second term. Big quarter for the Blues here. They must stay strong and hit the scoreboard.
He's a very big boy. When I was talking to him, he's like a human tree. He had some twigs growing out of his hair. But a very big boy. The lovely ruck work by him too. There again, he's given them a feed. Tommy's in again. Look at this, Tommy.
It's Nico once again lining up 40 out into the breeze, and he's just sprayed it across the face. And all still in play. Chance here for the Hawks. Blues must stand up here.
Their forward presence to be admired.
Yeah, Nico's just running a muck. Tommy Goodwin's a big presence, as we said at quarter time. Lovely kick coming out of the fence by Odyssey.
Yeah.
Clearing the danger and out of bounds. That's the way to play this ground.
They've decided to kick the ball long and move the ball quick. They know that they can put the Hawks under pressure. I think Merv Kane might have said something to him out there.
Let's hope so. We want to see
he had
a
bad year, 1 year playing football. He had tinea all year.
It's terrible condition, that one.
Forget it at Richmond. And Ben Coates retired.
Yes, and we wish Ben all the best for his future. Big path he decides to take.
I saw him play a couple of weeks ago against Melbourne. He played well. And he's going out on top.
He is, absolutely. He's going out on his terms, I think from all reports the club were keen for him to continue, but I think he just came to the realisation that his body had had enough and he was comfortable with what he'd achieved in the game. And as we say, best of luck to a true champion of the modern era.
His father was a very good footballer for Geelong, Brian Cousins. I think he might be a life member of Geelong, Brian. He's a very good footballer. Ben trained at Geelong. He's going under father's son. But look, this chain of hand passes. And big wheels, he just put the don't argue out.
Just put up the one jerk and said, out of my way, and the Hawks are away again here.
Tommy
they go deep inside attacking 50. They've put one in front of Tommy Goodwin, such as the dominance of his play today.
Oh, look, they feed out. They give the first. They give the first and a free kick.
Free kick here to the Hawks. And they'll have another shot on goal, 25 metres out on a 45-degree angle.
Now, this bloke, he's been playing for him for a long time. And he feels the cold. That's why he's wearing a T-shirt.
Looks like number 28, Bozo, I think it is, Crackers.
Bozo?
I think Bozo's lining up for his first goal of the day.
Hello. He was good.
Bozo comes in. Didn't make the distance from 25 out, and
he's kicking, letting down a bit. He's had OP most of the year, so I've heard.
So we look at the IWF Foundation scoreboard, and it's the Hawks 3-2-21, leading Odyssey 1 point. As we see a lovely long kick.
He dropped
back
a
for Odyssey.
Shouldn't have dropped that. No, take number 7, man. He should be taken from the ground.
Here's
Steve Goldsmith, is it?
Galbraith, I think it is. Steve Galbraith, yes.
Galbraith.
And once again, all the play on the far wing here today, and I think that'll be consistent.
Fred, I'm not afraid to name him, You're not having a go. Big wheels, hands. He's taken a mark. It wasn't sure. It wasn't clean, though, but they paid him.
Just playing with his own football at the moment, his big wheels. Certainly getting the Hawks in motion. That's
a lovely mark. His hand touch. They don't muck around, they just feed off.
Lovely unselfish play here by the Hawks. Deserve a goal, and I think they might get one. No touch play on, said the umpire. That was Nico setting that up. Snap on goal. Here's a chance deep in the forward pocket for the Hawks.
They've kicked it out.
Geez, they're making hard work of this. They've got numbers there, they just can't put it through. Well played, Odyssey. They're outnumbered down there, but they're certainly giving their all. Hawks still deep into attack in the forward pocket. Odyssey looking to clear the area.
I'm worried about these two sides. They're playing at such a pace. They just can't keep this going.
They're out on their legs, Crackers. We're 5 minutes into the second quarter.
Speed.
And we've got a free kick here to Odyssey. And well played, Odyssey. Great defence.
Grim.
That was big Bryn Richardson down there, the general in the back line, and he's certainly playing like that
Tommy
today.
having a great duel.
They are. Just scored on points to Tommy at the moment, but Bryn trying to get into the game. Here's a chance for Odyssey. Can they get it past half forward? That's where they've been breaking down, but once again, the Hawks stand up strong and they repel the Blues' attack.
Oh, they kicked the ball off the ground. There's a bit of soccer coming in there. Ooh, tough.
Just no continuity in the Blues play yet, Crackers. They just can't get any consistency and run through the middle. Nico's just playing with his own football at the moment.
That's a great mark by Alberti, isn't it?
David Alberti, yes.
He's playing very well.
Caught his name a few times.
Big wheels down there. He's like a Goliath.
I think the clear message from the coach of Odyssey is to kick long and use the breeze where possible. Unfortunately, they just don't have a tall marking option at the moment. They're breaking down at centre half forward.
I think they've got to go half ground. I think they're going to choke this game down.
Here's big wheels. Here's a chance.
He went straight through him.
Could have cleaned him up and put him into next week, but he opted out.
The spirit of the game.
Spirit of Reclink, that's what it's all about. Put one down and pick him up. As we see a free kick in the 50 here once again for the Hawks. Doing all the attacking here in the first quarter, but not hitting the scoreboard. So Odyssey just hanging on, one would feel.
That ball is holding up.
Bryn Richardson nearly took the mark. Once again, holding up the defence for Odyssey. As we see number 24 for the Hawks. That was Andrew Lang. I think it was number 34, Andrew Lang, kicking it.
Kicked it out of bounds on the full dragging.
They're just not getting used to these conditions deep into the 50, the Hawks. They're pushing it across and kicking it into that pocket where the Samsung signs are.
We're giving the Samsung, you're after a tally, are you, Trent?
Always happy for more support for Reclink, so if Samsung want to jump on board and support Reclink like they do with Essendon, would be more than happy to have a conversation.
Cash for comment.
As we see a shot on goal by the Hawks, and once again, into that pocket now to bounds on the full. For a free kick to Odyssey, and it'll be Bryn Richardson, who's doing a mighty job down there.
He's tightened up. He was given the job. I think he would have been questioned at half time and said, here's your chance. Tommy's doing this. Oh, nice mark at the back.
Beautiful kick once again from Odyssey. They're kicking long.
There's a fella out there. I think he might be a jockey. I'm not sure.
Yes, he might be finishing up here and then heading over to Sandown Hillside for the third race.
I tell you what, they're beautiful sausages down there.
They are only the best. And we thank the Essendon Footy Club for their support. They're actually getting behind the barbecue today and cooking. So we thank them for their support of the day.
I actually, there's a bloke that trains with my group down at Holland Park, Xavier Campbell. He's here, he works for Essendon. Well, he doesn't really work, he sort of bludgers here in the office somewhere.
Well, at least he's here, so we thank him for being here and hopefully he can give us something.
A very good footballer, played for Sturt.
7.5 minutes in here to the second term, live on 97.7 3SER. And it's a tough game of footy here. Reclink final day, game one.
The pressure's on now, and there's another bit of pressure too. How are you going to get that footy back? It's going to be hard.
Yes, unfortunately we're not like the AFL. We don't just have the bag sitting behind the goals full of Sharon, so...
Bloke climbing over the fence, be careful. Ooh, he just seemed to be, he might have ruptured himself. Going through, he knows where to go. He's out into the car park.
Oh, look at the
Got the footy.
He's all over it.
He's headed off.
That's Ray Sarlo, our scoreboard attendant.
Oh, he does a great job.
He's doing everything. He's doing the work of 5 men over there.
He's had a kick too.
No, he's done well.
Oh, look. See, the Salvo Hawks, they even can mark the ball that's been thrown out of bounds. Right.
So we're...
going to be tough from now on for Odyssey House to get back in.
They've just got to get a score on the board, Crackers. I know it's only early days, but they just don't look like getting a major here. And
the alarm bells are ringing.
They are ringing.
Oh, look at this. This is a good move. Oh, no. Cut up again by Nico, is it? Number 6.
Yeah, look, Nico, best on ground for mine so far.
I had a bit of a chat with him before the game. And he said, I just freewheel a bit. And I said, are you Arizona? He said, I get the ball.
9 stats on the IWF stat sheet.
I'm back. And he's back in again. Look, here he goes.
He is.
Here he goes.
Setting up.
He does move the grassroots down.
Attack after attack. And a free kick to the Hawks here at 50, so an opportunity to put their fourth on the board.
Ooh, no, it's going
going the other way. My mistake.
Number 4, he's a big boy too. And that's Danny Grogan, big, strong fella, capable of playing at both ends of the ground, Danny. You keep at it, Danny.
We've seen a lot of throw-ins on the far side here today. A lot of stoppages, and the Hawks are winning those stoppages.
A bit of a flow here around Danny and his legs.
Another free kick to Odyssey. So they're just getting the rub of the green here on the field. Momentum just starting to shift ever so slightly.
Big tall, a barrel.
Once again, lovely mark.
That's a pack mark, contested mark. Just went up there and said it's all mine and took the mark. He's setting down. He's taking his time too.
IWF Foundation mark of the day, that one.
Oh, yes. The ball magnet just got a bit quiet on it here. Here he goes again. Nico. No, it's not Nico. I thought it was here.
Here's Wheels.
He doesn't muck around.
Hawks wanting to use
Danny Rogan's in there. He's gone down to the back line to swim. Nico.
There's Nico.
Again. Here we go.
No, it's Bryn Richardson. He's doing well. He is the general. That's a
he's taking his time.
Very accurate comment.
And that ball is doing.
Oh, that's a beautiful kick. 60 metres out, lace out.
They're finding their target. Here they come.
Come on, Blues. This is your chance. Torpedo long into the forward line. Oh, that's a lovely mark. Taking down there.
It's one spare. Look at this, number 19. It's up to you. Oh no.
Here's a chance. They're still in here. That was a lovely mark at 50, taken by Chris Straw, I think is how you pronounce it. And he got it on quickly. And we've got a ball up just in front of, well, basically on the goal line here for Odyssey.
Tell you what, they defend grimly, they're the Hawkers.
Back in Wheels in here. No, he got it out. Lovely play by Chris once again.
Free kick.
Free kick.
Free kick.
Free kick.
Aye.
Straight in front of goal here, and this is Odyssey's first real chance for a goal, and they really need this one, Crackers.
Oh, well, they get this one. They'll build momentum. Lovely kick of the ball, this man, Chris.
Comes in. Lands back.
He loves it.
Not a problem.
No one's going to him. Now one's going to him now. I thought that team would be all around him. They'd be over him like measles. But no, only one man. That shows that they're in their shell at the moment, Odyssey House. A few of them are going to him now, which is good. It's great to see that.
That
might look like a bit like Akamanis at the finish of his career. No one to run to him.
Absolutely. Then we might leave that one alone.
We'll
leave that one for another day. You can take that up with Smokey on the next call.
He's turning up, Smokey.
Smokey will be here, yes. He'll be here to call games 2 and 3. And he'll also be emceeing the 2010 Peter Cullen Medal Night, which is Reclink's version of Brownlow Medal, to be held at Etihad Stadium.
Oh, look at that. Their wheels again. They're going to answer.
12 minutes gone here in the first term, and Odyssey get their first goal on the board at 117.
I can answer that. Tommy Goodwin's going to answer it.
Over the back, it's touched, is it?
No. It's a goal.
Clear. It's another one. So that's what the Blues did. They get their first, and straight away the Hawks respond.
Tell you what, it was a big bit of play. Big wheels out there. Said, I will get it out to you boys. They ran the ball down, and of course the ever reliable Tommy, but the number 11 got the ball down there too, and his left foot, trusting left foot, he's got a good leg, and that kick and that goal, that does set the pressure up. And it's against the trend of play too, because the Blues were back in this game. They'll have a fair bit of work to do at half-time, reconstructing their team, but they're going well. But the big wheels, look at him, bang.
Let's have a look at the IWF Foundation scoreboard, and it's the Hawks, 4-2-26, leading Odyssey 1-1-7. Deep into the second quarter here, live from Windy Hill.
Shane Tyson's the bloke that's come into it, number 11. He's working very, very hard.
They're just winning the ball out of the middle at the moment, that's the difference. Gone.
And you know who it is?
It's big Tommy Goodwin.
Tommy Goodwin. Does he put forward line pressure on you?
He's a one-man wrecking machine down there at the moment.
Unbelievable. He's decided to... his colours have been lowered for a while.
Question without notice, Crackers. Who does he remind you of? Give us an analogy of a former AFL, VFL player with his size and presence.
Barry.
Big bad Barry.
Barry Hall. Who do you remember? If you've got another one.
Scott Cummings came to mind, but probably a little bit unfair.
I think Tommy might have been a better footballer than Scott.
He was a beautiful kick of the football, though, Scott Cummings.
He's getting a lot. He's fighting with Brian Taylor at the moment, allegedly.
Give us a bit more on that. Do we want to go there?
The ball is coming forward. The victory kicking to the goal.
No catch for coming here.
I'm a bit keen to get a sausage, but what's that there? That's the Essendon end, I suppose.
That's the show. It used to be the show. He played a very, very good game. I'm just trying to work out number 11. What's called the swimming Brazilian. I've just had a woman playing a very good game. He's out there. He's a bit of a showman. You see that? They mentioned his name and he's putting his fist up and all that. You know, you've got to have a football to go, Digger. And you've got to know where you're playing. You don't know where he's playing.
Is coming
structure up well, though.
Certainly had a good half. Those two big wheels in the centre. He's just running a mark and getting first use for the Hawks. And I thought Nico was very good playing across half forward, Crackers.
Yeah, Nico was
right
excellent.
half
But I'll tell you something about the
some of
coach
these
of
players.
Odyssey House Blues.
Well, that's a beautiful kick, and I reckon it's the first goal of the day.
Let this game slip away. He's a very good coach, great tactician, and he can talk. I've seen him get people to start growling and crying. He's an inspirational speaker, and he would have got him at half time and really put the pressure on.
So we're back underway here. Third term, grand final day one here live from Windy Hill. The Hawks have their noses in front, and it's a big term. This is a premiership quarter, and Odyssey must hit the scoreboard.
The wind's howling out there, Smoke.
Yeah, I think most of the play will be on the
look to clear the
other
area
side of
and
the
go into
ground.
attack.
But I think it is
standing up, and they go into attack. Here's a chance, one over the back here.
David Dench's
That was number 22 for the Blues.
23's Aussie.
Young Chris Strauch once again doing all
the ball. They delivered, then they again bit of work there.
It's amazing.
Read about the novel, the Odyssey player there.
And you see the
But the Hawks go inside
the way the
attack once again.
AFL team structure.
Lovely handball, and here's Nico. We know who is it.
He's on the end of everything.
Someone snuck up on us. Number 37, and I don't.
He knows who he is.
Just too long.
Cordier. He kicked a goal.
And Cordier started a goal.
Lovely tackle there by the Hawks. Look at the forward line pressure from the Hawks.
So unfortunately, we don't have number 37.
Thank
Let's
you
have a look at that
our lunch.
Foundation
been
scoreboard.
We've got some muesli bars and some apples, and I'm sure the sausages are on their way.
Magnificent
So we'll give
support
it
of the
it's a lovely goal
League and Reclink in general.
Number 37
with the goal, and
back.
the midway
And
Coppers,
number 37, who knows who he is?
And we don't, because he's not on our team sheet. Great goal all the same.
It's
We'll put down just number 37. You know who you are. They work well. Andy Cotter is coming off. I saw him. They working their numbers in their centre breaks. Shoulder, and I tell you what, it's got to be Cook because he is as tough as they come.
The defensive side, that's the way to go.
He's been good.
And I reckon that kick
medical attention run. He's looking after him. He's in that shoulder there.
Plenty of ink on the arm, and that's popular in AFL circles these days. Talk me through the amount of ink that was around in your time.
None. Yeah, Bobby McGee had a bit of ink, but it was a bit
turnovers.
No one else had any.
Bobby McGee's I had every weekend. That radio back in the back. So the Hawks get the first goal of the third term, all important, and I'm calling this one, Crackers. I think it's fat lady time. I think it's all over here. I think I know I've gone early. It's only the start of the third term, but I just can't see the Blues getting back into this one. I hope they do. But Lance just giving me a nice wink from the boundary line there, and I think he's pretty confident. He's looking quite comfortable.
Number 2. What a snap. You've gone to be gone like
that's Josh Lambert.
Timmy Lane. Yes, little Timmy's gone and said it over. Football. I wonder how would he know things like that. Take your head off, Josh. In
fairness to Tim, he wasn't lone sailor there. I heard KB on Hungry for Sport mention that the cats were gone and the dogs were growling or something to that effect.
Out there, the eastern league, the eastern suburbs. 2-1-13.
Timmy played one
and the Bendigo victory
Pie Night.
Yet to score.
Over in Tassie.
Ruck dominance. That's
they move the ball well. I don't talk much on
our friend
clean hands, you see.
Nathan Van Beek. I love your boots, Nathan.
A veggie burger.
You've got to win a couple of Brownlows before you wear green boots in my
life. I'm not about to start.
I think it might be a hamburger. We'll have to hope for the best here.
That's a veggie burger. Look like Gavin Wangerman. Look like
Dylan Wilson.
As we're back to the action, and Odyssey went into attack, but the Hawks defence standing up once again, and they clear the area. They're going to the grandstand side this time. Just switching it up. There's Nico. He's just got it on a string today. Up to 14 stats on the RWF stats board.
Green side.
Kicked inside, attacking 50. Pressure by the Hawks. Odyssey can't clear the area. Chance for another goal for the Hawks here.
Free kick. Good decision up.
Odyssey must stand up here and not let the Hawks get one.
No, they don't. Free kick going to Lee
Maskell
over
into
there.
the veggie burger. What's the verdict, Crackers?
They're in dispute with the football club, and they might be a football club here soon.
Say no more.
No, that'll be disappointing. Aussie.
Say no more. That's David Alberti clearing the area for Odyssey. He's been a very good player for the Blues today.
Cody
keeping them in it.
The gas has gone around this game a little bit.
Now get it onto the attacking side. See how they
just need a spark. And where's it going to come from for the Blues? I think it might be big Chris George down on the forward line. The problem is they can't get it down there at the moment.
Play man-on-man football.
Bryn Richardson can take the mark. Front and centre, chance for a goal. Very well rowed by the Hawks player, but he just pushed it good.
Number 15. He saw the goals and was very greedy.
The Cobras is Justin
Now he's got the limp.
That was number 21, Walshy, or Alan Walsh.
I think he's talking because he's playing
known
on
around
Tiffany.
the club. And the Hawks doing all the
you
attacking
get
here in the third quarter.
You need to keep running on the spot.
It's real danger signs for Odyssey Blues.
So we're going to have a little chat here between the goal umpire
this is the
and the
Reclink
field
Cup,
umpire.
once
The
again
ball's kicked
supported
in,
by the
but we haven't had
Victorian
the all
State
clear
Government.
yet, so I reckon it might have to go
for their
back.
ongoing support of Reclink's programs
goal umpire.
throughout Victoria.
And is he going to give it?
So we take this opportunity to look at the IWF Foundation scoreboard, and it's the Salvos Hawks. 5 goals, 4-34. 27-point leaders over Odyssey, 1-1-7.
But the guys were going to kick it in anyway, so I don't know what that was all about. We got the all clear. That's the main thing. So that IWF goal.
In the bounds of the ground, but just, I'll tell you what, they're playing good football.
Lovely kick to touch there by the Hawks player.
Tommy Goodwin.
Didn't have a target inside 50, so he just kicked for space, and he's given him a real chance here.
I thought he might have been outside the square, but the umpire said no, he was inside the square. Point blank line should be second. He doesn't miss.